Now let's return now to Superintendent Naila Hassan, who is the Waitemata District Commander and in charge of the operation tomorrow to stop Brian Tāmaki from taking over the Harbour Bridge. And for anyone who's travelled in Auckland on a Saturday, you'll know how annoying that sounds. So just coming back to what sort of tactics you use, you guys are actually going to get in the way and stop it from happening?
Yes, we absolutely are.
Okay. And what if that gets a bit rowdy?
We will deal with whatever the activity is in front of us, Ryan. At the end of the day, it is unlawful to have a pedestrian on a motorway. It'll cause disruption going over the Harbour Bridge. Pedestrians going over the Harbour Bridge, we know now, can cause damage to that infrastructure. And there's massive risk to safety, not only the people that are trying to march over, but also the road users. So we will be preventing that group from accessing the motorway and the Harbour Bridge.
Okay. Why is it other groups have been allowed to go on there? Or does this mean in future no groups will be allowed anymore?
It's a really good question. In the past, we have facilitated groups over the Harbour Bridge. It's quite a new sort of thing, using the Harbour Bridge as an arena for marching and protesting. And as more groups have done that over the last few years, our dealings with NZTA, they've provided us with very clear advice that it could damage the critical infrastructure. And the safety is massive. So that's our role, is to keep people safe. What we know now, and what we've learnt through advice from NZTA since the hikoi, is that what we know now is that we will not be facilitating or supporting in future any. So we have drawn a line in the sand, and it just happens to be with this group.
Right. Okay, that is a good point of clarification, because the last thing you want, and you know, people can hate Brian Tāmaki's events and his protests, but you don't want the government or agencies picking favourites, right? So this is a blanket ban, no more marches on Auckland Harbour Bridge ever again.
Yes, it is. We do know what we know now from NZTA around the potential damage. We do know it's incredibly disruptive, and because of safety, we won't be facilitating any marches. NZTA have notified us that marching over the clip-ons is no longer an option. Therefore, if anyone was to go on foot over the bridge, they'd have to go through the centre structure.
Okay.
As a result of that, literally the Harbour Bridge will be brought to a halt. It will more than likely we would have to close the whole bridge in order to facilitate that.
And you're not going to let that happen?
Far too disruptive.
No, it's ridiculous.
To the commuters and law-abiding citizens.
All right. So what's your advice for Brian Tāmaki this morning if he's tuning into this or watching it later online?
We are making it very clear that any attempt to access the motorway tomorrow and the Auckland Harbour Bridge on foot will be prevented. It's an unlawful act. We've been working with that group, and we've been trying to get an alternative venue so that they can peacefully and lawfully protest. It's their right to protest, absolutely, but it needs to be lawful.
Right.
Tomorrow,
you'll be arrested.
There will be consequences.
All right. Appreciate your time this morning, Superintendent. Thanks for being with me. That is Waitemata District Commander, Superintendent Naila Hassan.